Hey there, I am Cecily Mariah, and I help women who've evolved refine how they show up, their identity, presence, and direction without burning everything down. Welcome to this channel. So, in the last video, I talked about refinement. Today, I want to talk a little bit about why rebranding feels like the right solution when things feel off in your life and in your business. So, if you've ever thought maybe I just need a new website or maybe my brand just doesn't reflect me anymore, this video is for you. Because rebranding feels like clarity, it feels like the right investment, it feels like the right next best step, it feels like you have control over what is happening internally and externally, what you're experiencing in life and in business. But I'm here to tell you that does not mean that it is the right next step for you. So, rebranding can be tempting and invigorating and exciting, but when things feel unclear internally, when you are uncertain and unsure, you are looking for something to control, something to fix, something to correct externally, because more than likely you're a woman of results. You're a woman who has been in positions of authority. You're a leader. And we fix things naturally. We know the right thing to do, but what happens when the right thing to do isn't serving us, isn't pushing the needle forward? So a rebrand gives you that something to do. The new photo, the new color, the new message, the new offer, all the new things. It gives you the feeling that you are making progress. It gives you the feeling that things are being handled. It gives you the feeling that this reinvention is going to open new doors and create new opportunities. But the real issue has yet to be addressed when we're doing all the external stuff. The real problem is most women do not need a rebrand. You need clarity in your identity. Because if you don't know who you are in this season, everything that you will build going forward will feel not even slightly off. It will just feel inauthentic. And maybe the business and the relationship and the career was once really a reflection of who you are, and now it's just not. These things, these feelings, these goals, these opportunities, you don't even care for them anymore if we're honest with ourselves. But you do have something to offer. You do have something to give, but you're just uncertain on the right direction. And what I have seen over the years at the cost of skipping the identity work is that there are women building and rebuilding their brands, their businesses, their relationships on an outdated version of themselves. And remember, this is not about becoming, this is always about refinement. So then in this outdated version, they're wondering why things still feel off. Why don't they feel as confident as they did previously? Why visibility feels like an anxiety attack waiting to happen, and why they've become so inconsistent with things that they once loved. They're feeling like a fraud in their life. But I am here to tell you, you are not a fraud. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. And it's not because you didn't do the best next thing for yourself. It's because you're building from a version of yourself that no longer exists. So the difference between refinement and rebranding focuses on how things look. When refinement is literally aligning with the version of you that God predestined you to be. So when you're going for your rebrand, you're looking for things that you can change. What can I change? What can I elevate? What can be more visually appealing and aesthetically pleasing. Refinement as what no longer fits. What have I done that no longer fits with the direction I desire my life and business and goals to go in? Those two questions create two completely different paths. When your identity is not clear, image only becomes a part of your performance. And when image becomes performance, I guarantee you your confidence will shatter if it hasn't already. This is why rebrands work for a moment. This is why rebrands don't carry you season to season. This is why you're spending thousands upon thousands investing in the pretty things instead of doing the inner work. And that's what I am here to do. Help you understand how image, identity, and presence help you with long-term sustainable execution in life and in business. So, instead of feeling like your world is falling apart, I just want you to reframe and rethink the way you have been thinking about refinement. Know that refinement always starts with identity, and then it moves into presence, and then you can get clear on your direction. So most women try to fix the last two first. You cannot start with presence. You cannot know what direction that you're going in if you do not know who you are. And this is why it all feels exhausting. So if you are in a season where you know for certain you're no longer becoming, you are being refined, but you're thinking about rebranding, I want you to pause. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the identity lag. What happens after you've evolved and the rest of your life has not caught up? So that is where the real confidence will begin. I love this so much that I actually wrote a book about it. That'll be out in April of 2026. So I will see you in the next video as we continue to talk about refinement.